What's up, everybody? I hope you are well and that life is treating you kindly. Today, we are going to be looking at some hair systems and reviewing them. Specifically today, we're going into hair system heydeck videos. So these are definitely of higher quality than the ones where we find specific problems, but I'm going to be providing some commentary on my thoughts on the style, the overall look, what they're using, and it's just going to be rapid fire. It's going to be a good time. So let's just jump into it, shall we? All right, so this first one is hair system upgrade from Hey to Go to custom made, leveling up your hair situation. This is a video from the end of 2021. So we're gonna see what we got going on right here. So this is somebody who has had a hair system, it looks like previously right here. One note is that his temporal region right here is definitely receding a good amount. Looks like we're gonna change the style a lot. He's gonna go with a faded look on the sides. All right, so it looks like, so there's definitely shine here, so this might be poly, but I can't tell if the very front of it is lace. I'm gonna get the cut in right here. Is he going for a Caesar style? No, all right, so it's gonna be, oh no, okay, we're gonna go with the flip up. Okay, so this is an interesting look. Let's just talk about it real quick. So right here, you know, we talked about this, but he's got receding temples and it looks like his hairline is actually pretty straight. Like it's not necessarily contoured for some hair loss. Like if we look right here, this doesn't, I don't think this has any recession built into it. So it's pretty straight, and in my opinion, might be a little bit too straight for his level of recession to hair loss, especially in the temporal region right here. Overall, not a terrible look. I'm literally just picking things apart right now just for the sake of doing that. But if I saw him on the street, I'd have no idea that this guy has a hair system on. But you know, I think that this region right here could probably be improved a little bit. It's tough when you lose this hair on you know, your temporal region. I think that you have to go a little bit lighter density. Honestly, when you're that level of recession and you lose your temples, I think you have to go a little bit lighter. I think that definitely helps a little bit more, just because it's hard to mask. Like you can kind of mask some of this stuff if you have some hair loss like in through this region, but once it comes down into here, it starts to look a little bit strange. So that's my thoughts on this one right here. But let's jump into the next video right now. This one is called Extreme Transformation with a Hair System, starting working life with a new look. Okay, cool. So now we got this gentleman right here. So it looks like he has a lot of density on the side of his head, like a lot of volume. It's pretty far grown out as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this, but this is like a really ideal situation. If you have this much density and volume on the sides of your head, you can do a lot of beautiful things with a hair system. So looks like they're gonna be using tape along the perimeter, and it looks like this is full lace. It's either full lace or the very front might be something else. Nope, that is full lace. Full lace with tape is the system that we've got going on. So this is interesting. I've actually never seen this before, but this makes sense. They're actually preheating the tape before they take off the sticker that we remove. And I think that the reason that they're doing that is because I've had this problem as well. When you apply tape, sometimes it doesn't really bond to the plastic immediately, and it can be hard to remove. So that's actually a tip I'm gonna take into my next time that I install my hair system. Okay, cool. So we're starting to cut it down. We've removed some of the weight from the sides, and this is definitely more of a volumed hairstyle. It's easy to do this when your hair system is brand new. You can get that same volume after the fact too. You know, okay, so this is a rare case. When I see people with hair systems, I almost always steer them clear of styles with a lot of volume. This is probably one of the few cases I've seen where I'm like, yeah, this actually looks really, really good. If we look at this, it's very, very natural. And one of the reasons for it is because of this density and volume on the sides of his head with his natural hair. He doesn't get these weird shapes. You get these straight lines or these rounded lines that only occur when someone has natural hair, and it just blends into the sides incredibly well. So you know, I talk a lot about like the mushroom top thing, and that generally happens at the part with a hair system, but this gentleman right here has enough density that he's really, really pulling it off. So I think that this is a fantastic look. Overall, if men are older and want to reduce the density of the hair system that they're getting, and if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of density on the sides of your scalp, if you're not getting a lot of volume, and honestly I don't as well, you're not going to want to have a super voluminous, I think that's the right word, like a style filled with a lot of volume on top, because you're going to get that big kind of like pompadour look that just looks kind of unnatural. So reducing the volume is pretty key if you don't have that naturally. All right, this next one is called Business Hairstyle Despite Hair Loss, No Problem Thanks to Hairstyle Hair System. All right, so this gentleman is going to be coming in, and let's see what's going on. So he has a good amount of volume on the sides. Once again, I feel like he's probably had a hair system before, just based off of the way that it was shaved and growing out, but can't be sure. But yeah, like look at that, you know, he's got very good density in his hair right here up to this point. Up above though, not so much. So it looks like they're going to be using tape, and this looks like it's going to be a poly unit. We'll see if it's full poly probably in a second as they go to the hairline. Yeah, so it's full poly. They're going to be using a silicone adhesive on the front. And this is an interesting technique. So they actually, it looks like kind of dab it with a, is that like a little foam thing? Almost, yeah, this is a foam thing. It almost reminds me of what people use to paint their nails, like those wedges. I think that's what it is. So this is interesting. I haven't seen this style before. We should definitely try that too, maybe sometime. Let's see what's going on. This hairline is a little bit higher than 4 inches, or 4 fingers, excuse me, which is our natural kind of go-to thing when it comes to placing hair systems. So it's a little bit higher, a little bit more mature. But this looks really nice. Okay, is it me, or is there slightly different color quality to his natural hair to this hair system hair? Like it's the undertone. Like this looks a little bit more brassy. This looks like a little bit more ashy to me, but I'm also colorblind, so don't take my word for that. I'd actually like someone to fact check me on that. Once again, I think this looks pretty good. There is a little bit of straightness with the, you know, it doesn't really bother me that much, but the hairline is a little too straight for my taste, But I mean, come on, look at that improvement. That's pretty dang awesome. Though the color, I don't know why the color just looks a little off to me. I could be wrong though. It could be wrong. Could be the lighting. It could be refracting light off of the walls. It could be a lot of different things. But this guy looks good. The one critique I would have is let's just maybe change the recession on the hairline a touch. But overall, pretty good. If you guys enjoy these videos, if you enjoy hearing about these hair systems and things that we can learn from them, please leave me a little like and a subscribe down below. It helps out the algorithm a lot. But let's jump into our last one. So this one is Superman transformation with a hair system. Clark Kent look despite hair loss. We got a lot of recession going on. Let's just jump right into the video though. So we're gonna shave this off. It looks like we're gonna go, yeah, okay, we're gonna go like full hair system. Gonna use tape. Okay, so it looks like we have lace in the very front, and we have poly, and then is this maybe some lace in the middle as well? So lace, poly, lace. I think so. Yeah, so it looks like there, so it looks like this is designed like the front is lace, and then there is a poly border around it, and then a lace interior, I believe. So we have a liquid adhesive silicone in the front. Look at that hairline. That looks really good. Okay, and let's see what the final look is. So once again, this is a little bit higher than the 4 fingers. It looks like this guy right here as well has some hair loss on his temple regions right here. Yeah, so this is interesting. This one to me, once again, has a little bit too much volume, and it's a little bit too straight across here. He looks great. He looks great. Don't get me wrong. I think that this is definitely a good look for him, and I don't think 99.9999999% of people would realize what's going on. Just here's my thoughts. So this guy right here, right, has good density on the side of his head, but the fact that this is so far back and so much volume does feel just a tinge off to me. You know, when I see this at first glance, it's pretty high on his head, talking about the actual hairline, and then the fact that it comes so far off. I don't know, it just, the look is a little off. It's a little off. But once again, this is overall very good work. Just like small minute adjustments, and probably this is what you wanted, not what Hair System Hairstyle wanted to do. That's also the other thing with, you know, these hair system transformations is you're getting people and they get to decide the look that they want often, not hair system Haydeck or any other person. So if you appreciate these videos, if you like hearing feedback on the different looks that we have, let me know, leave me a like, leave me a comment down below. I appreciate you all and I hope you have an amazing day.